Colleen will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Good for what ails you. Purple berry crunch. Accept no invitations.
Go consume like a good consumer.
This shop. I want to go back to the ship. I don't know where my companions are. I thought they were supposed to be with me.
Remember, Auntie knows best.
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to get ahead, and this happens.
That's what he says.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers?
My last mission left wrecked in space and cast me floating adrift in a void for a decade. Ha ha ha!
So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out.
What is it you need help with?
It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhaps they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Saying something about Spy Grove. What's there?
While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens.
Give Auntie 2x and she'll give you some new.
So what's in it for him?
Typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it.
I'll help you out for your charge. You're in quite a bind. We could probably work out some solution.
Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's Choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later.
Okay then.
Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
You've been a little bit on the way on the details about what these schematics are for.
Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure.
Where's Spire Grove
The
exactly?
broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarper up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow.
Through
All
the-
right, then. Don't let me keep you.
Bounty board. Let's go. Look up my own bounty. Saying dollar dinners for bartender. Local bounties. Drone swarm. I see you run the hills around the mission vacancy. A bounty of bits and a positive reinforcement will be awarded to whoever brings them down. Acquired perk bit transfer. Okay. Okay.
Take the pressure off.
Fuck off the funny business.
Flush business.
Currently operating, pending scheduled improvements. Rest assured, the beacon of Auntie's choice will shine again.
Get there. Hold it up. Oh yeah. Shotgun machine gun.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. Anyway, thanks for your help, friend. We were nigh at our wits' end trying to get into that armory. Now we can stop speculating on what's inside and actually do some work.
I'm sure you two would have figured it out eventually, but I was happy to help.
And humble, too. Well, we appreciate the assist. We're in a much better position to fight those Protectorate now than we were before. Auntie's Choice won't forget this.
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names. Welcome to the Name Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? Pick your poison, and I am mostly not being literal there. Back already? Anything else I can help you with? Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind?
Anything about the people running?
Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption.
Charge of the box relay.
Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions.
Well, you're right about the situation up north. I think someone headed that way should avoid.
Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it.
So how'd aunties and spacers become a company?
You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like, an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue.
I had so many questions, and now I feel like I know everything.
My pleasure. Got anything for me in return?
That Rift is gonna swallow this entire colony, so we're gonna do something.
Of course I know that. We all do. Just trying to make some bits while I can, you know? Besides, some say it's decades away. Why fret unduly today? Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders?
Sure, what do we got so far?
At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
Fair shake.
Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan.
I suppose 18 point your plan is picking a name and 19 is devising a better greeting. Requires speech.
All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
Back here with Howard.
Oh, that must be one of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress in my manual labors. Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should.
Everything looks clean enough, so I guess you're doing a good job.
Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition.
Why do you keep getting demoted?
I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it.
There's Arcadia Libras, remember the fair shake he'll get.
Well, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate in the first place. No sense complaining about the means now.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
It's one critical chance.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk off old ideas.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifold still warm. Come on, baby. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong. You just stopping by to admire the mines, or is there something I can help you with? See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to as sky mines by those who prefer brevity. However, the whole thing is currently non-operational. Some problem with the lifting mechanism. No lift means no sky mines. No sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, gee, nice weather we're having today.
Some passing familiarity with lifting mechanisms. Engineering 2 is good. All right.
Truth is, maybe I could use some help. But if you mention this conversation to anyone, I will deny it ever took place. I'll be over there if you need me. Way over there. Should clear the blast radius at that distance.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's examined. Let's see, the fuel distribution tank. Disconnected several nearby sky mines, but no fuel is being delivered. Your trained eye recognizes some damage within the flow of the control area caused during the local East company can repair engineering 2.
What in the...
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
All right, so you got her working. Bully for you.
Don't sound so disappointed.
No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again.
Feeling more logical, we'd have to call them something else.
There's just this weight in my chest won't loosen. Worry gunking up my inner workings. Protectorate could launch an attack from that Vox station anytime. What if the mines aren't enough?
You really care about Fairfield, don't you?
Why do you think I was so twisted up about the launcher? I know I can be brusque. The word unpleasant's also been bandied about before.
Just a little gruff, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm a real piece of work. Maybe that's why we worked well together. Here, managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged mine earlier. Who knows? Might get you out of a pinch one of these days.
Nice.
And seeing how expertly you worked, you may as well take this armor modification too. I'm sure you'll have an easier time installing it than I would.
Let's go. Thanks. I'll see you around.
hologram's gone down.
A simple malfunction, perhaps.
An outrage is what I call it. That hologram was our flag planted in the soil of conquered lands.
And that's a good thing.
That symbol is our pride, our identity. How can you wage a war if you don't even have a logo? Yes?
Hey, the big Auntie's Choice hologram is gone. I mean, how terrible.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. Or a full half-dozen automechs, all by my lonesome. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
Security thinks you're up to more than growing plants. Can you tell me what's going on?
Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you?
Trying to figure out why you'd still work here if you got better things going on. I figured it doesn't hurt to ask.
It doesn't? I know a slew of folks missing pieces of themselves who disagree. All because they weren't bright enough to mind their own business when they clearly should have.
I'm just curious what all this is for.
Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators.
What do you use it for?
Research, mostly. Some wholesale. And as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.0003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me. Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
scrounging around.
Two. I mean, schemes of the secrets of the investigate the greenhouse overseer optional. Compliance adjuster.
So many rumors flying around about the rifts. The lab coats can't figure them out.
You're back. Why?
Read the terminal. Now you're running out more than just the greenhouse.
You read my terminal? How embarrassing. The compliance adjusters broke the door lock when they arrested my predecessor, and I haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. Not that I thought anyone had come snooping. I'd made careful arrangements to tie up everyone's loose ends. Everyone except you, it seems. So, why are you so interested in my other work? You're not part of compliance.
Let's just say I'm naturally curious.
Assertive, ambitious, and aggressively self-deterministic? A go-getter who's not afraid of getting into the muck if there might be profit in it? You know, I've been looking for some backfills with the kind of cleverness usually only found on the seedy lower decks of the claim. Feel like making a few bits?
Depends on the job. What are you offering?
I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you.
I saw your messages. I know what happens to people you work with.
Ha, they were rubes, nitwits, dolts so lacking in faculties that they couldn't handle the minuscule, and by that I mean damn tiny, amount of discretion this job requires. They had to be dealt with so we could all get back to work. And now that I'm here, things will be running right smoothly. So, long as your brain pan's filled with more than a half-dead sprat spinning on a rusty wheel, I absolutely guarantee this is a no-risk venture.
Better poor than dead or rotting away in an Auntie's Choice prison.
How tragic. You're worried about absolutely nothing. And that's gonna keep you from realizing one of the finest opportunities you've ever been offered. But I'll be here, helping to shape the future of commerce throughout the galaxy, if you ever come to your senses.
Do I want to go with the black market organization called Sub-Rosa? You know what?
Well, well, look who's back. I can hardly say it's a surprise, though I suppose we've all got to take our own time about such decisions. You ready for a job? Oh, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardossa's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub-Rosa all over the system. You get me?
So why should I care about Sub-Rosa's friendship?
Because we are the black market in Arcadia. Odds are, at some point, you're going to need something you just can't get legally. Then you'll be thrilled we're associated. Sub-Rosa feeds that appetite to not just survive, but to thrive. And that's taking all of us places. We're more than simple opportunists. We are opportunistically driven. Trust me, for both short-term benefits and long-term prospects, you want to be our friend. It'll probably be nothing. She's just a sergeant, not someone who has any real pull. And I've already made arrangements with everyone who matters. So, if she catches you, about the worst she can do is a switch on the rest.
Alright, man, I'll be back.
And I'll be waiting here with your bits.
What's the fastest way to climb the corporate ladder?
Whoever took down our anti-hologram is a traitor of the highest order. Makes me wonder if these folks even want to be civilized.
Lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
Takes it.
If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I triple-checked.
Well, that's a totally normal and not at all defensive response to a stranger's hello.
Sorry, I've had an accusation of laziness laid at my feet a time or two, and I'm not looking to score more. Not with the amount of eyes on me right now. I'm no loafer, mind you. Just happens I like to work in measurable gains, rather than busying myself for the sake of it. Right? You get it. Unfortunately, this job is turning out more vital to the war effort than I was initially given to believe. Meaning I can't exactly go at my normal pace. I'm getting pressure from the folks up top to deploy these Protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Auntie's Choice. But that terminal's been giving me some trouble. The drones are ready to launch. All that needs doing is fixing their targeting priorities so they mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols.
Attacked by drones through Fairfield, and she wanted to redeploy these.
Drones are only as dangerous as their programming. But it's a moot point anyway. These ones ain't gonna shift on their own anytime soon. And that there's a problem. I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks in troops, but half of them are ex-Protectorate trainees who can't tell the business end of a rifle. We need these drones.
Is there anyone with more experience who can help you?
Guessing that means you're flat out of ideas? Figures. Not that I need the help of some Protectorate townie, understand, but... I might have heard my predecessor was odd-jobbing it around town these days. Magnus, I think his name was. Bet a fellow drone operator like him would have some insight into all this... perplexity.
Yeah. Say no more, I'll go see if I can find him. Where was he?
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income?
Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. What?
Trying to stay on top in the cutthroat world of facility sanitation is not a young person's game. No siree.
Know how to get around the security protocols on the drone terminal?
Why, of course. Once a drone operator, always a drone operator. Just enter this code and you should be able to circumvent any lockouts.
You just saved me a huge headache.
Thank you for making me feel like a vital cog in the system again. Well, now I better get back to cleaning. The only good employee is a useful one after all.
Something I can help you with?
I just spoke to a former drone operator. I think I can reset their priorities now.
I'd be hesitant to use any code proffered up by a former Protectorate. But you go right on ahead.
Says security protocols. Reset target priorities.
is going to be pleased having them added to the arsenal. Drones launched, and no one dead. I'd say this calls for a celebratory smoke. Say, maybe we don't mention your part in all this to Carr, huh? Truth be told, she's taken issue with me as of late. I could really do with not looking the fool again.
I'm not gonna lie if she asks.
No, of course not. Is that what you thought I was asking you to do? What a funny miscommunication. Hilarious. Anyway, thanks for your help. Fairfield will be a lot safer now with them drones on our side. And before you go, take these. Reckon they'll come in handy to someone of your expertise.
Let's go.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now life in Fairfield's a real shindig. Well, except for the handful of hull heads who couldn't accept this place is under new management. We sure fixed them. Boy, damn right we did.
Stop that scrounging around. Marginal improvements, still improvement, I suppose.
Your director found a flaw in you. Years spent crouching have been really on a bad number of knees. They ache and squeak. But as long as you stay crouching. Okay. So we get faster crouch speed, but crouching emits 10-meter radius sound the hostiles can hear and investigate. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna be crouching to sneak up on them, so I don't really need to go faster. I just need to be quiet when I get close to them.
Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to remind us all what the first rule of the range is.
Guns are weapons, not toys.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not.
You have to tell someone not to point their gun at their head, they're already in trouble.
The soldiers before you are former Protectorate subjects, mainly of the farming variety. No knowledge of combat. Scarce experience wielding anything deadlier than a wrench. They're accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, even how to think. A lifetime of habitual servitude is not broken in a day.
How are you helping the trainees acclimate to their new society?
I'm only responsible for familiarizing them with the weapons they will come to rely on in future. However, having observed them on the range, they fail every hurdle, but keep getting back up. I'd say that speaks to an admirable resilience. Or stupidity. Difficult to say which.
You just need to feel inspired. Mind if I have a word?
I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. The faster we can get more soldiers in the field, the better. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you feel qualifies you to give instruction to my recruits?
Speech, dials. At this point, I don't... Dude, I wish I could, like, come back. else should be here, dude. Like,
a teacher must always believe in the promise of their pupils, for as long as either are being paid to engage in instruction. Respectfully, I must decline your offer. Please excuse me. Lindell, you reload with a muzzle facing away from you. Away. Stop blaming the wind.
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-encampment. It's intense, but only 3 to attend.
Maybe the full name of this is something I can easily start, honestly.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Whether it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's Choice makes a cream for it.
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-encampment. It's intense, but only 3 to attend.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder. Initializing socialization. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Presenting the Valerie unit, the latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited. Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Searching mission parameters. One moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal. Infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts. Arcadia Colony contact. DeVries, Augustine. Expected operation time. Less than 24 hours. Laughter is the best medicine, second only to ampicillin. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged. This unit can support up to 100 pounds of weight while still remaining airborne, and is not ideal for body transportation or disposal. Do you have any other queries, Commander? This unit was first deployed on a mission to Redacted more than 10 years ago and was primarily credited for that operation's success. Other highlights include the triumph at Redacted, the rescue of Redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity. Detailed instructions on how to perform the Stanfield maneuver are proprietary to the Earth Directorate and strictly confidential.
Guess we need other work bed. Okay.
Heard when you founded DeVries' terminal, back in Fairfield. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangular, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy.
What were people saying about her?
Y'all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us.
Must have been after my time. I don't remember her name or Fire Rise.
Reckon so. Some might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figure my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangular. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers.
Always described to Melissy without which can be explained by incompetence, I say.
Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks.
So you look very happy to the Order.
Used to think they were good people trying to do right by their beliefs. But if they put the idea in DeVries' head to leave us for dead, it might be time I reassess that opinion. I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, Void, even capital. I know how most colonies run. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue.
That's right. Couldn't agree more.
If only DeVries had shared in that good judgment, huh? Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like.
Man, I think I fucked up. Yes, we will. Yeah, here they are now.
hell. I've stood this post so many times, I could do it in my sleep.
Mind you don't let the bosses upstairs hear you say that. They might start getting ideas in their head.
I'd say welcome back, but I reckon a clinic's likely the last place any of us would choose if we had the choice. If you're here for the doc, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry. Wait's still on the long side of short. Surely do. Keeping it on the inside's the trouble. Aw, heck, but I shouldn't complain. Others have it worse than me. Eden's former tenants sure aren't making it easy for us to move in.
I must ask you to hold still.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected.
Medical, I'd like to see medical supplies.
Pharmaceuticals, bandages, tinctures. It's all here.
Let's see.
Take this admonishment with all the professional affection a physician can legally administer. In future, you might consider moving away from bullets instead of into them.
But without my leg, how am I gonna climb the ranks?
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well, that depends on your own initiative, doesn't it?
Shame to lose a leg, but it'd be worse to lose your life.
Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a private consultation.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer.
I can help cover some of the costs.
A kind, if naive offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would be a drop in the tank at best. My services do not come cheaply.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway.
Full crowding waiting room, any way to speed things up?
Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers.
Can't you make the coagulant yourself? There's a cam set right here.
I am a doctor, not a magician. I cannot manufacture coagulant from the aether, neither do I possess the special training to improvise with what supplies I have on hand. Now, was there anything else? Some. Most still tout the all-healing nature of Protectorate medicine. But despite that, they're surprisingly amenable to accepting treatment.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison if you told them to take it.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison then. Normally. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't have.
Randomly mix chemicals and hope for the best. The stroke of luck, he managed to make an effective coagulant.
I must say, I'm rather amazed. How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here, something for your trouble. It's your lucky day, Trooper. Our friend here has manufactured a coagulant that will raise your likelihood of surviving the abscission procedure tenfold.
I'm still not sure about...
What's that burning smell? Oh, good. I think the saw's all warmed up.
Primers are inhaler primers. Primers are special tools that synthesize healing medicine through your inhaler. In your inventory, you can equip and slot primers, changing the effect and potency of your medical inhaler. Be on the lookout for new primers that better fit your play style or upgrade the amount of healing you receive. Various perks and equipment also grant you additional inhaler slots, letting you equip more than one primer at a time. This increases the amount of healing you receive at the cost of higher toxicity whenever you use your inhaler. Gadgets. Over duration. 200 instantly. What's my actual health? 655. Guess we'll try that. See how it goes. 200 instantly. And then if I do it with low health.
Hello again. Hope you ain't here for yourself.
Here, this should stop the pit leading.
Much obliged. That feels night and day better already. Protectorate forces won't know what hit them once I'm back in the field. Thanks again, friend.
No time to conversate.
Blood and bile are covered under our standard sanitation tax. All other bodily excretions may incur an additional surcharge.
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
My commanding manager gave me great advice. If you got time to leave, you got time to...
Eyes open when you pull the trigger. You can't... You've returned. I don't suppose you're here for instruction yourself. Is this about the trainees again?
Speech 2. Or leadership 2.
Aside from the state of the ground, contract anxiety and pervasive dread that hostility might resume at any moment. His life is just splendid. Spare me your sales pitch.
Then I need a bigger storeroom for all these orders.
Let's see. So, optics. Let's see. Repeating rifle. Submachine gun. Okay. Hey. Okay. Enough goofing. I was just checking out some weapon mods. Let's see, so that's her pistol, compact rounds, shotgun guns. I really like these repeaters, but this one's got the same ammo. Let's see, so they have three-round burst, increased critical hit chance. Weak spot damage, crit chance, and reticle. Okay, so weak spot damage, crit chance, and reduces recoil. I like that sight. And the burst. Well, let's check the mods on this. Advanced mag. Increased mag and reload speed. So there's a barrel and an optic available for this one. Increased crit chance, reduces recoil. Just a machine pistol. Just a regular pistol. Let's do this one. There's a recipe. Wait, I have it. What am I missing here? Do I have to do it at a workbench? I probably have to do it at a workbench. Mods, yeah, speedy light pistol.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like? State your division and I'll get you outfitted, quick and proper, or your next provision's free. If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before offering my wares. I'll just make it up for expediency's sake. All bits spend the same to me. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their wartime essentials. You could say I put the ration in liberation. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. I'm sure you'll find something to your liking.
Off the funny business.
Flashman terminal key card.
Stop that scrounging around. Was that really heard something? I can see the source of the racket. Before damn thing's out of reach.
Mind sharing my rack. Sleeping in ships sure beats bunking down in the mud. I do have my very own cook.
This paradigm of yours, or sovereign, or whatever, does it really provide everything you want?
We are provided everything we need, not everything we want.
There's a difference?
We need, you know.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted?
How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
What's the fastest way to climb the corporate ladder?
Do your immediate supervisor's job better? Make them look bad? You can also try.
Will be a good spot to call it for the night. It is gonna be a long day tomorrow, so I'm gonna be on most of this tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna restart. Maybe I will, but I don't really think so. I think we're gonna get a run. We'll probably just push through, see how it goes. Maybe at some point start like a little. We're trying to get like that perfect start kind of thing you like for an RPG, but I don't know, man. We'll see.